Alrighty, so let's get our shoulders warmed up. Here we go. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, shoulders up. Belly button to spine, shoulder blades pull together. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, shoulder blades together. Bend a little bit in those elbows. And we're gonna go ahead and reach up a little bit now, opening to the ceiling. Then we're gonna roll those shoulder blades apart and open. And whenever we come forward, think about those thumbs kind of being down and the backs of the hands together. And we come up, our palms come to the ceiling. Maybe we glance up. Exhale, push away. Inhale. Exhale. Straightening those arms a little bit more. Thumbs are facing down, and then they open and push away. Inhale. Thumbs rotate, and let's have those palms up now. Here we go. So full rotation in those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Palms up. One more. Inhale. Backs of the hands together. Exhale, thumbs rotate and open up. Shake it out. We're gonna go the other direction. So from the back, inhale, exhale, forward, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring a little bit of a bend in those elbows. Bring those shoulder blades together and forward, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we're going to open up those palms to the ceiling still with a bent elbow, and then thumbs are going to head straight down. Inhale. And since we're moving our torso, that's why we really want to keep that belly button to spine, core supported, so we don't use our lower back muscles for this. We're really using those nice, big, strong abdominals. Thumbs together, backs of the hands together. Inhale, up. Palms up, thumbs turning straight down the center. Get that full rotation for those shoulders up. Inhale, exhale, thumbs come down. Inhale, exhale. And remember that audible inhale and exhale that you can do by constricting the back of your throat a little bit really helps to calm the central nervous system and warm up the body. Thumbs down, exhale. Excellent. Shake it out. Inhale up. We're going to go ahead and interlace everything but our pointers. Lift up tall and tilt over to the right. The nice long spine. Maybe you glance up at the ceiling. Again, belly button to spine here. And on this exhale, we're coming back to center. Take a nice breath and other direction. Maybe you glance up at the ceiling, engaging those muscles. Side body stretch, belly button to spine. And on this exhale, we come back up. We're gonna just glance up at the ceiling, lifting our rib cage. Option here to trace a line on the ceiling, but again, only where you feel in control of this arch. Otherwise, just hold where that feels beneficial. Belly button to spine. And we're coming back, engaging the core. On this exhale, we're gonna lead a forward fold with our face. Our face is gonna head down to the floor. Our pointers are still pointing toward the mirror. Now go ahead and let those fingers point toward about 8 inches in front of your feet here, and letting that chin come to chest. We're gonna trace a semicircle, and it might just be like one piece of pie wide, like a pendulum, swaying back and forth. And remembering that our body is gonna feel nice and loose, but yet our core is engaged. And now maybe we go a little farther. And whenever we have 2 feet down and we're in these kinds of positions, you always have that option to engage your core and float off your chair. And let's go ahead and release those fingers and just let our arms kind of sway side to side. If your hands are hitting the ground and you don't want them to, you can always grab that opposite elbow as well. We're just getting a little bit of movement and loosening up the lower back. We're gonna come up a little bit. Remember, you can always return to your chair at any point. And this is gonna almost look like if you were resting your forehead on your forearms and swaying back and forth. Again, engaging that core, returning to the chair whenever you need to. And we're gonna come up just a little bit more. Same thing, side to side motion. And up a little bit more. Hands are gonna come up as we come back to a seated position. And down, shake it out, inhale up. Interlace those hands and we're gonna place it behind our head, looking up, letting that rib cage open, arch into the lower back to stretch out those abdominals. Belly button to spine. We're gonna curl forward, heading toward our knees, gently using our hands to stretch our neck out a little bit. From here, right elbow is gonna kind of just come toward the left knee as our left elbow opens up. Belly button to spine, left elbow comes down and comes over to our right knee, and our right elbow opens up. Coming back together, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing up. Opening up again to the ceiling. We're gonna curl in, and you can just come to your tippy toes on your left leg, or you can lift that left leg a little bit, or you can bring that elbow all the way to that knee. Belly button to spine. Nice and slow, like we're in slow motion. Inhale, exhale, left knee to right, opposite, right knee to left elbow. Bringing that foot down, open, tall, right elbow, left knee. Bringing it in, and left elbow, one more set of these. Open up, inhale, exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, left elbow, right knee. Bringing it back up. We're gonna bring those hands up, turn that interlace inside out, press those shoulders down, and we're tipping over again. You can use those right fingers to maybe give your left arm a little extra stretch. You should feel that in your left side body, just where it feels good. And exhale back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, nice and tall into the side body stretch. Maybe our left hand gives our right arm a little bit of a stretch to feel that into our right side body. And then we're back up here. We're gonna bring those hands interlaced behind our head, letting go with our left hand. We're gonna press it down like it's on a little side table here. Taking our right hand, we're gonna take our chin to chest, and then we're gonna slightly turn it so that we're looking over our right hip. Taking that chin to chest, finding that spot that feels good for your neck, wherever that is, and then press that left arm away. Taking nice deep breaths, we're now gonna press into a little circle shape. So almost like you're running a mill over here. Press, 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 press. Go ahead and take the other direction. Press, 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 press. And you should feel that along the side of your neck. All right, taking that head back to the center, we're gonna bring our left hand up, bring our head back to center, looking up just to stretch real quick here. Inhale, exhale, curling our elbows in. Let's take that right hand down, like our little side table, left hand to the back of the head, turn toward your side, looking at your hip, press away with the right hand. And now let's push in a circle. Here we go. Push, out, exhale. Other direction, push, push, push. Bringing that head back to center, right arm coming up. We're gonna take one more, chin to chest, curling all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. And then same thing coming up, belly button to spine first. And just by having our elbows in, you should feel increased stretch across the upper part of your back there. Inhale, open up. Exhale, undo that interlace and down by our sides. Inhale up. Exhale, hands out in front, opening to the door side. You can use the back of your chair and get into a deeper twist. Left hand comes to the outside of your right leg, and we're breathing here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Slowly, we're gonna release that right arm straight out again, facing the door. Left arm comes straight out. We're gonna close up the right arm to the left, and then open up left arm out. Feel free to use the back of the chair or not. We're gonna take our right hand to the outside of our left leg. Body is nice and tall. And we're breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. On this next exhale, bringing that left hand parallel. We're still facing the park. Right hand comes up. Left hand closes up. We're gonna lift those arms straight up and reach out toward the top of the mirror. Out here, belly button to spine. Whenever we're on 2 feet in these poses, you have the option to hover off your chair, just an option. 3 breaths here. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue that forward fold, down toward your toes, chin to chest. We're gonna return to the chair and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. So whenever we're upside down, you wanna make sure you come up nice and slowly so we don't get a head rush. Inhale up. Hands come to heart center, pressing those shoulders down, getting a nice tall spine. We're gonna twist and face the door side. Lifting tall, elbow is going to be heading toward the knees, flat back. If you make a connection with either knee, you can press into that left hand with that right hand, increasing that stretch, and always option to hover when we're on 2 feet in these poses. Option here, next version would be to open up those arms so that our fingertips are at 6 and 12. And then you can rotate that right hand, bring it behind your lower back. If you want a deeper stretch for the shoulder, walk your fingers up toward your spine. And now we're reversing out. Inhale, exhale, hands come back together. We're returning to our seated position. And we're gonna take that nice tall spine, twist and facing the park, lifting tall, elbows heading toward our knees, forward fold. Belly button to spine, coming on off of here. Option to separate those hands or just hold the previous version of the pose. Rotate, reverse that left hand, bring it behind our lower back. Maybe our fingertips walk up our spine, peeling open that left shoulder to the ceiling. And we're gonna reverse out of here, taking that left hand up, palms coming back together, belly button to spine, returning to our seated position and rotating forward. Hands down by our side, shake it out. We're gonna take our left foot up into our 4 shape. Inhale up. We're gonna reach out toward the top of the mirror, finding that spot that just feels beneficial to you. Inhale, exhale, maybe reach out a little farther. Inhale, exhale. Even if you're just visualizing getting deeper in the stretch, what you want to be thinking about is oxygen to that hip or wherever that stretch is feeling perfect. And then exhale, maybe you get a little deeper in that stretch. Now we're gonna let those arms be heavy and our head come chin to chest. And roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Again, you wanna avoid the head rush by making sure that your head is the last thing up. Inhale. We're gonna take those hands to heart center and twist, facing the door, forward fold. We're heading toward our feet or our shin or our knee. You make any connection, you can get deeper into that twist by pressing your hands together. And now, option is take them apart. Right hand's gonna rotate around. These are just options. Always feel free to stay in the previous version of any pose. Find the spot that's most beneficial to you. Just holding a pose and intentionally breathing is perfect. Using the weight of our upper body to deepen that stretch. We're gonna reverse out. Take that right hand up, rotate, find the left palm, belly button to spine. Whenever we lift back into our seated position, we're using our core and not our lower back, rotating over to the park side, lifting tall, sending that elbow down. Maximum twist is gonna be elbow to knee here. Option to separate those hands. Sending the left hand up, maybe it drops behind your lower back. Using the weight of our torso to deepen that stretch. And we're reversing that left hand out. The left hand finds the right hand, belly button to spine as we lift back up and come back to center. We're gonna rock that left foot side to side. Always, you have the option to do your side to sides and your circles right here with connection to our leg, or you can pick up this leg, cradle it in your hands, whatever feels best to you. We're gonna do side to side and then circles. So right side to side, just to get some mobility into that hip joint. And then we're gonna circle. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Belly button to spine here because we're moving our torso. Inhale, exhale. Starting from the top, we're gonna reverse it. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice, we're gonna set that leg down and interlace our hands and bring it up. All right, this is gonna be just a slightly different thing we're gonna do right here. You can just hold this here, hold with just your right hand on your shin. You can also hold your ankle. You can also hold the bottom of your foot. We're gonna let that left arm stretch out to the back. If that's feeling really comfortable to you, everyone's like, that doesn't feel comfortable. You can start to straighten that left leg a little bit. Wow.
I'm coming along.
Our class is impressive. I have to. All right, we're gonna come back in.
I couldn't do this last week.
All right, bring it in. We're gonna let go with our right hand and then let go with our left hand. You can option to let go, let your foot go out. We're gonna rotate ankles and wrists. Rotate the other direction. And little circles. We're gonna squeeze those inner thigh muscles as we come across the midline of our body or toward it. And we're gonna reverse the direction, squeeze, belly button to spine. So you should feel this in your leg, but also inner thigh and outer thigh. Go ahead and drift down. Nice, shake it out. Taking our right leg up into our 4 shape. Inhale up. Now remember, each hip is gonna have a different level, so don't just dive into where your left hip would go. Slowly find that spot that feels perfect for your stretch. Inhale into it. Exhale. This side is always tighter for me. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you go a little deeper or you just hold right there with lots of nice deep inhale. Exhale. We're gonna let our arms be heavy and our chin come to chest. That will change the stretch, so just be mindful and keep it nice and slow and purposeful. Breathing. We're gonna roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Belly button to spine. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We're gonna lift up nice and tall, rotate, and forward fold. Maximum twist on this side is going to be elbow to foot. On this exhale, you can hold right there or option to separate those arms. Taking the left arm behind the lower back. Maybe it starts to creep up your spine. Fingertips heading toward your neck. And you're gonna use the weight of that upper body to get deeper into that forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Take this exhale to bring that left arm up if you were in that position. Reversing back to hands together, belly button to spine. Needs to be the first thing to engage so that we're not using our lower back muscles. We're gonna rotate over to the door side, lift tall, elbow heading toward the shin or the knee. Maximum twist is gonna be the right knee. From here, you're gonna straighten those arms. And remember, this side is gonna be tighter potentially because you are twisted and stretching the hip. Taking the right hand to the back as an option, using that upper body to deepen the stretch as we're breathing. Exhale into the stretch. Inhale, we're gonna bring that arm up, reverse it. Exhale, hands come together, belly button to spine. We're pulling back up and coming back to the center. We're gonna send that leg side to side. You can stay connected to that foot or go ahead and cradle it a little bit. Wherever that spot is for you, we're going to go side to side. Breathing, belly button to spine as we do these circles. Here we go. Exhale, 3 each direction. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, other direction, exhale, inhale. One more time. Excellent. Let's set that foot down. We're gonna take our left hand, and you can just have it on your knee or have it on your shin, or grab the pinky side of your foot. Right hand's gonna come to the back of your chair or just out to the side, and you're gonna go ahead and option to do your twist and straighten out this. Alice, if you want to straighten that leg, put the hand on the other direction, like it. Oh, that works. There you go. You got it.
I forgot.
Oh, no worries. And keep breathing. Okay. And let's go ahead and reverse out of this, closing back up. Woohoo! We're going to go ahead and interlace those hands, pulling that knee in. Option here to grab from behind the leg. Option to straighten the leg. Let go with one hand, let go with two. We're going to rotate. And rotate the other way. Here come the circles. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3. Drifting down like a little fall leaf. Nice. Shake it out. Inhale up. We're going to come off the chair in 5 breaths. You can sit in the chair as long as you want. You can return to it whenever you want. Chair pose without the chair. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button to spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to slowly bring ourselves up into a standing position, taking those legs a little wider than the chair. We're going to bring our feet out facing the corners of our mat, so 45 degrees. With our straight knees, we're just going to lift up on our toes real quick, up and down. So that's the direction we're going. And we're going to do that with bent knees. And you can also return this to your chair whenever you need to. Belly button to spine, tailbone tucked under. We're down into our horse stance. We're going to lift up just the right heel. And lower. Just the left heel. And lower. Belly button to spine, tailbone tucked under. Hands out to the side. Right heel, down. Left heel and down. Right heel, down. Left heel and down. You can do another set, you can try both. Both, down, both, down, both, down. Nice, straighten those knees. Big breath up. We're gonna lean over to our right side. We're going to grab a hold of our hands, and here's the goal. We're going to reach so that our pointers are pointing toward that corner. Now we're going to face down and bring our fingertips straight down across the front like we have a crayon. Left knee is bent as we lift up, and then turn when we get to this point. So that's 1. Belly button to spine. Bend the knee, lunge over, then turn, draw down the corner, draw across the front of the room, draw up the other side, and turn. That's 2. Here we go, one more in this direction. Lunge, face the side, belly button to spine, up, open, stay up, other way, lunge to the left, draw the line. The goal is ears staying by your biceps. Draw up, open, back to center, that's one. Lunge, draw, ears near your biceps, up, open, that's two. One more, side, draw down, ears staying by the biceps, draw up, open, front. Nicely done. Hands come to heart center. By your side, shake it out. We're going into our warrior poses. Right toes should be 45 degrees to the mirror. Left toes all the way to the park. We're going in a warrior one. Facing the park, thinking about your hip bones being squared off to the park so you get a nice stretch in the front of that right hip flexor. Taking our right hand to the back of the right leg. Maybe it goes behind your lower back, but make sure to remind your hip bone to try to stay square to the park. Reverse, warrior one. Keep breathing as we swim toward the park. Bring that right arm up, left hand to the left hip or behind the lower back or on the chair. Reverse, twisted warrior. Backstroke toward the mirror. If you want to go deeper, you need to move this foot out because as we lunge into that left foot, the knee shouldn't go past the ankle, so the shin stays perpendicular. Inhale, we're going to reach out past that left leg as far as we can go, then tip to 6 and 12. Then you can bring that right arm over into our side angle pose. Option here, bring that right hand up, you can send it into reverse, go behind your lower back, you can also send your left arm under. Keep breathing. Reverse out, right arm comes up, lifts us back into warrior two, then we're gonna straighten that front knee. Kick that right leg out, right hip, reach as far as you can, and then tip to 6 and 12, triangle pose. Maybe your right hand reverses and heads behind your lower back. Maybe your left hand reaches under. Reverse out. Right hand's gonna pull us back up like invisible balloons. And we're gonna do reverse triangle pose. Sending that right hand to your right leg or behind your lower back. And maybe your gaze comes up depending on how your balance is feeling today. Bringing those hands back to parallel. All toes facing the mirror. Hands reverse. Comes behind your lower back. Inhale. Roll those shoulders back. Option to interlace those hands. Finding that bottom of your lower back. Roll it again. Inhale. And down. Option here on this forward fold is to leave your hands right here or straighten them and lift them off. Finding that spot, if you want to get a micro bend in your knees, go ahead. Find that spot that feels good on your hamstrings, wherever that is. From here, just slowly glance toward your right foot and then toward your left foot. Right foot and left foot. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to roll it up. Hands coming to our lower backs. Head is the last thing up, especially when we've been hanging upside down, so we don't get a head rush. Arms up. Hands to heart center. We're going to take those arms by our sides, finding our warrior position on the left side. Left toes 45 degrees. Right toes facing the door. We're gonna lunge into our right knee, warrior one, facing the door. Hips are trying to be as square to the door side as possible so that you feel that stretch across the front of the left hip flexor. Left arm is gonna come behind the left leg, or maybe it goes to the lower back, and we're in reverse. Warrior one. Swimming toward the door, right arm comes to the chair, the hip, or behind the lower back. Reverse, twisted, warrior one. Backstroke toward the mirror. Warrior two, if you need to, bring that left foot out. Inhale, exhale, deeper into your pose. Reaching out over that leg and then shifting to 6 and 12. And then your left arm's gonna go over into your side angle pose. It can also go around your lower back. Reversing out of there, we're gonna pull up into warrior two and then straighten the front leg. Kicking out the left hip, reach over as far as you can go and tip to 6 and 12. Option here, take that left hand behind your lower back. And you can also reach the other one under if you want. This is still my sort of stiff ankle, so lift that left arm up, pull yourself back up into triangle pose, reverse it. You can take it to the back of the left leg or behind the lower back, and gazing up if your balance feels like it today. And bringing those hands back, toes facing in. I like to walk this one in a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale to a T. We're gonna go ahead and bring our hands behind our lower back. Interlace. Bring that over to the side. Taking that right ear to shoulder. Now we're gonna go in circles, chin to chest. Left ear to shoulder. Looking up. Right ear to shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear to shoulder. Looking up. Pause here at right ear to right shoulder and reverse. Looking up. Left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder one more time. Looking up. Left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest. Pause again, right ear to right shoulder, head comes back to neutral, or take that interlace to the other side. Now we're gonna start with left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder, looking up. Left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder, looking up. Pause here at left ear to left shoulder and reverse it, looking up. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Did we do twice this way? One more time, just to be safe. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Bringing our head back to a neutral position, bringing our interlace to center, slowly releasing it, shake it out. We're gonna come around to the side and do our warrior three poses. So, some people, it's up to you if you wanna move your chair like onto the mat or just so you're not slipping on the ground. But if you have shoes on, you're not gonna slip, so you'll be fine. Okay, left arm is up, left foot is back. We're coming forward, warrior three. Left leg lifts up as your, actually I will move this, let's stay in the video. Okay. Okay, here we are. And we're gonna go ahead and hold this for 3 breaths. You can play with your balance if you want. Warrior three. Finding the base of the chair, we're coming into our half moon pose. Option is slightly tilt that bottom foot so that you have a little more stability. As you open up, hips are facing in. Hold here for 3 breaths. You always have the option to bend that foot. Here we go, inhale. Gently reversing back into our one-legged plank position. Hold right here for this next thing, or flex those toes. Bring that heel in toward your bottom for a hamstring curl, optional tricep push-ups. Or, like I said, just hold that one-legged plank. Let's bring that left foot down now. Bringing the right foot back to it. We're coming into downward facing dog. Your goal here is to just feel that opening through your shoulders. Maybe your head drops through. Maybe your chin comes toward your chest. And then looking up past your hands. And then back to chin to chest. We're going to take our left arm to the outside of our right leg, palm facing the back window, and twist, looking toward the back window. On this exhale, take that left hand up, right hand to the outside of the left leg, and twist. Taking that right hand back up, we're coming into our plank pose, grabbing the center of the chair so we're not pushing our chair away from us. Our goal was a straight line from shoulders, hips to ankles, so we're kind of at a right angle to the ground. Popping that right knee, this is just an option. You can just hold the plank. Option to bring that knee in, belly button to spine, bringing the foot back, left knee pops, bring it in, and back. Upward facing dog. Hips come down toward the chair, and our gaze goes toward the ceiling. And now we're back into our plank. Optional mini push-up. Back to downward facing dog. Chin to chest is the direction we're headed. Coming forward into our second set of plank on this side. Hips are down. Right knee option to pop, turn out, lift toward the chair, come back down, left knee pops, turns out, comes up toward the left elbow, and back down. Upward facing dog. And then back to plank. Optional mini push-up, back to downward facing dog. Third and final set on this side. Coming into plank. Popping that right knee, optional, turn it out, bring it up, straighten, up, and back down. Left knee, pop, turn it out, bring it up, straighten, in and down. Upward facing dog, hips down. Back to plank, optional mini push-up. Back to downward facing dog, chin to chest. Go ahead and walk yourself in toward the chair. One vertebrae at a time, we're coming up. Turning toward the mirror, we're going into tree pose. You can have your right knee on the chair. You can also balance it off the chair. Tree pose, one hand, or play with your balance over here. And we're gonna bring that knee forward and down. Oopsie, we're gonna do our, fallen tree, side body stretch. And now coming back up. Bring that right knee forward and down. We're gonna be facing the park side, taking that right foot to the chair. Great, okay, you can hold right there wherever it feels good to you, or you can grab that foot. Dancer pose, 3 breaths. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to reverse out very slowly without slingshotting our leg. We're going to walk around to the back of our chair. And this is our stretch we can do anywhere we see a chair. Is just grabbing a hold of the top of the chair and then letting your head drop. And we can pedal those knees, walking our dog. And then slowly coming back up, we're coming over to the other side. So from here, we're gonna have our right arm up and our right leg back, and we're going into warrior 3 on this side. 3 breaths, feel free to play with balance or not. Inhale, exhale, inhale. On this exhale, finding the base of the chair, you're gonna come into our half moon pose. Right arm comes up. We're open toward the mirror. Option here, bend that foot. 3 breaths. And gently reversing out. We're gonna fold back up like a book, keeping our one-legged plank. Option here, flex those toes and come in for our hamstring curls. Here we go. Optional tricep push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bringing that right foot down, left foot comes to meet it. We're going into our downward facing dog, chin to chest. We're gonna take that left hand to the outside of the right leg. Do a nice deep twist. Inhale and exhale. Bringing that hand back up. Right hand to the outside of the left leg. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. Hands back to the base of the chair. Coming forward into plank. Remember, we want our goal here is belly button to spine, kind of our body's making the hypotenuse of a right triangle. Take that right knee, pop it, bring it in. Option, these are just options, you can just hold this plank. Pop that left knee, bring it in, and back down. Hips to the chair, upward facing dog, looking up. Back to plank. Optional mini push-up, back to downward facing dog. Second set of plank, coming forward, popping that right knee. Option to turn it out, bring it up toward the right elbow, and then back down. Left knee, option to pop, turn it out, bring it up, and back down. Hips to the chair, upward facing dog. Back into plank, belly button to spine. Optional mini push-up. Back to downward facing dog, chin to chest. Coming forward into our very last set of plank, holding here. Or option to pop that knee, turn it out, bring it up, straighten, in, and down. Left knee, pop, turn it out, bring it up, straighten, in and down. Hips down, upward facing dog. Back to plank. Optional mini push-up. Back to downward facing dog, chin to chest. Walking those feet forward, rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. It's all right, I'm loud. We should be okay. Okay, left knee up. It's just when the front door opens and the blower is like right there. Into tree pose. Oh, thanks, Kim. So you can rest this knee on the chair, or you can bring it up here. And we're gonna come up into tree pose. Belly button to spine. You can play with your balance. Inhale. And fallen tree, reaching over. Exhale, maybe you reach a little farther. And then as we come up, left knee's gonna come forward and down, turning toward the door side. take our left foot up to our chair, or our left knee, or we grab a hold. 3 breaths, any version of your dancer pose. Here we go. Inhale, and on this exhale, we're gonna reverse out nice and slowly without slingshotting our foot and walking around to the front of our chair. Sorry, just checking the time, okay? Finding ourselves back in the center. We're gonna sit down in 5 breaths. Here we go. Inhale up, and making sure our chair is there when we sit. Okay, here we go. Maybe on every exhale, we get closer to the chair without sitting. So that when we get to this exhale, we're basically just releasing ourselves into our chair. Nice and slow. Excellent. Inhale up. We're gonna reach forward, separating our feet about chair width because we're gonna drop right through the center here. Here we go. Exhale, forward. Hanging down, taking our left hand to our right foot. We're gonna take our right arm up, sending our shoulders now perpendicular with the ground. Reversing that right hand as an option and dropping it behind our lower back. Holding right here in this really nice twist, or if you want more for the fronts of your shoulders, taking that left hand to the back of the left heel or all the way through underneath. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you get a little deeper into your twist. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to reverse out, starting with your left hand coming back to the center. Right hand's going to come up and come back down. Right hand's going to find our left foot. Left hand's going to reach up. Maybe it rotates and drops behind our lower back. Keep breathing. Right hand can stay here or come through and start looking for that left hand. Breathing into this stretch. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take that right hand down, reverse that left hand up, twist, and come back to center. We're going to slowly roll up about halfway, and our fingertips are going to be facing in. We're going to melt forward, cow pose, coming up, cat pose, inhale. Exhale, cow pose, arched back. Inhale, cat pose, coming up. One more, exhale, cow pose, straight down. Inhale, cat pose, coming up. Now take that left shoulder, and your goal is like you have a bucket of water down there, and you're trying to get your left shoulder to dip into it. And then inhale, come up. Right shoulder dipping right down the center. On the exhale, inhale, coming up. Left shoulder right down the center. Belly button to spine for all of this. And up. Right shoulder right down the center. And up. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time and walk those feet in. Head is the last thing to come up. Creep toward the front of your chair. We're going to go ahead and go into boat pose. You can hold onto the back of the chair, or you can let go when we get there. So you're going to just bring the tips of your toes up off the mat, just where you're feeling really in control. So belly button to spine. You can also lean all the way back and hold on, maximum support. Or you float off the back, you float your arms off the back. We're gonna straighten our legs on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, straighten. Inhale, exhale, straighten. We're doing 8 of these. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice. Let's lower down, nice and slow and controlled. For our bridge pose, we're gonna take a big breath up. Take those hands and have them facing away from you. They're gonna reach behind you and find the chair. So if they're down here, wherever they are, your goal is to start walking them up just to get more opening in the shoulder. And now we're just looking up. Leave your hips on the chair right now. Otherwise you will pull your chair because we're up so high. So that's just an opening for the front of the shoulders and the chest area. Now we're gonna bring those hands down, and maybe they even grasp from behind the seat of the chair. And now we can lift those hips up if you want. For this version of the bridge pose. Or straighten those feet and come up. And returning back to our chair. Next set of bridge pose. I'm sorry, next set of boat pose. We're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna find that spot that works for you. Usually bottom toward the edge of the chair, hands on the back of the chair. Remember, you can be all the way fully supported, holding and leaning on the back, or you can float it off. We're gonna bring those legs up, wherever it's comfortable for you. Option to let go. We're bicycling. We're gonna press right, left, right, left, right, left. Turn to the side. So now you should feel this in your obliques a little bit. Right, left, and middle. Right, left. 5, 6, 7. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come back to the center. Lower down nice and slowly. Regular bridge pose. Hands to the back of the chair. Ribs are open. Arch in the lower back. Maybe you lift your hips. Maybe you straighten your legs. And we're back down. Big breath up. Hands to heart center. Let's do another one of those big breaths before our last set of boat. Inhale. And heart center. All right, here we go. Inching toward the front of our chair. Doing extra boat pose today since I won't be here Thursday. So we're gonna lean back. Belly button to spine. Again, you can hold on. You can lean on the chair. Find how much support you need. Lift those legs. We're gonna straighten up and crisscross, okay? Option to let go, straighten, crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring them in. And down. Bridge pose, hips up. And that one, feel free to hold on because you're still gonna work your stomach even if you're holding on that one. All right, great job everybody. Inhale up. We're gonna hold everything and then let it all go. Inhale. Hold, let it go. One more, big breath. Hold, let it go. Nice and easy breathing. Hands together, exhale. Thank you so much for sharing this time. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you, Alice, for bringing everybody together on Thursday. Anyone that can make it. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yay!
Oh, I see you.